Okay, gentlemen, let's now turn our to what's been happening over the weekend and what the president said yesterday in Migori County in response to the Wamunyoro congregation, which was led by the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, who was joined by other leaders, among them Martha Karua, Kalonzo Musyoka, and former Interior CS Dr. Fred Matiang'i, to which the president labeled a tribal outfit meant to divide the country.
Wacha tuunganishe Kenya. Kenya ni yetu sisi zote. Na mimi nataka niwaulize watu wa sehemu hii. Sawa sawa? Mimi nawauliza vile tulikubaliana na baba tuunganishe Kenya hii. Mnasema tuendelee ama tuendelee? Ngojeni, wacha kutuletea mambo ya siasa duni ya ukabila. Ati nyinyi mnaungana kwa sababu ya mambo ya chuki na mambo ya ukabila, ati na mambo ya migawanyiko.
But you were there on Saturday with the former Deputy President. But that was on Saturday.
Yes.
Sunday. Yeah. Yes. Sorry. Thanks for the correction. Can you explain why both sides of the aisle are unable to offer the Kenyan people no competing visions, and certainly what explains the absence in serious thinking as to how to reconfigure this country?
I don't think you're right. I think we have good ideas, and they'll come out in due course. The real problem is that right now there's a lot of noise coming from the president, because I don't know whether it's these many advisors that have confused him, but you know, some of the things that he's saying, he's gone on the campaign trail. It's 2 years before the election. I think he's in a panic mode because he's realized that things are not as smooth as he thought they were. And I think that's where the problem is, because when you hear the president say that, you know, when people come together, it's tribalism. I wonder, because which people can meet in Kenya that don't belong to a certain tribe? And which people can meet and then it is a tribal, and others it is not tribal? I mean, some of the comments the president is making are really irritating our people. I mean, even though I want to say I totally disagree with the young man that hurled a missile at him, but I think he has to be very careful the kind of things he's saying in public, because these are the things that are annoying our people. And I think when we look at what we are offering a solution to the problems that Kenya has been having. You know, the current president opposed the 2010 constitution. He was actually the forefront opposer of the constitution. And he continues to oppose this constitution. That's why things like Article 26, right to life, he doesn't respect it. He would send his people out there to kill our youth, you know, in their numbers. Some of his key supporters have said openly and said, if I was the one, Mr. President, if I was you, I would be killing like 5,000 in a day. Another one says, you know what, people die and life goes on. You know, we just move on. The kind of, there's no respect to the constitution.
And the first statement was made by a member of your party, Farah Malim, the deputy party leader, actually, to kill 5,000 Jews.
A key advisor of President William Ruto.
And whose party membership is the Wiper party? For
your information, we removed him as a deputy party leader a long time ago.
At the time he...
And I will tell you so that you can get to know. You check his record in parliament since we were elected in 2022. He has continuously and consistently supported William Ruto. So that is Ruto, you know, mole in our party. And we have already called him out. We've removed him from office. But what I'm saying is this, that the president doesn't respect the constitution of Kenya. And those are the things, you know, our solutions, many of our solutions are in our constitution. If we can just follow our constitution to the letter, a lot of the problems we are facing will be sorted out. Even this issue you are saying of excessive cost of running government by, you know, employing people left, right, and center. It's just a disrespect to the constitution, because the constitution has a public service which has cabinet secretaries, PSAs, senior government officials, but all that is ignored at the, you know, so that somebody can satisfy his political interest and have you know, a different team of advisors on the side. So there's a lot of things that we believe we can change when this office bearer is pushed out in 2027. Yeah. And by the end of the day, let me say, whenever people go to an election, they are looking for hope. They are looking for people that can provide solutions for their life. We have not had any of that from this regime. If anything, what we are getting is hot air and lies on a constant basis. Okay. That's why we are saying let's get rid of Ruto in 2027 so that we can start healing the country. The country is sick. Our young people cannot come and desecrate parliament if it wasn't for William Samoei Ruto's policies. So we get rid of Ruto, we improve the country, we sit down, and as a country, we find a solution and find a way of moving forward.
Okay, they moved to parliament because MPs failed them.
Because MPs were under the control of William Samoei Ruto. That is the bottom line.
Including you?
No. I'm one of the very few that opposed, including Jared here. We were together saying we will not allow this finance bill. I don't know what happened after the children died and before they were buried. I mean, the Jared saw the light.
Okay. Before I go to Honorable Mathengi, one final question. Then how do you defend it? Because you have pegged your arguments on the rule of law and constitutionalism. How then do you defend? And where is the moral maturity here? When you have two, just but an example, Fred Matiang'i, who is now crossed over to your side, who has consistently disobeyed court orders when he was the Interior CS, and the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, who had no respect for Kenya's secular constitution, describing this country as a shareholding entity.
Well, I'm not here to speak about the two. I'm here to talk about the person that is in office that we want to get rid of so that we can form the next government. You know, Ayub, at the end of the day, two wrongs don't make a right.
Okay.
Two wrongs don't make a right. Some of our members have made mistakes in the past. And that we must also deal with at the right time. But for now, what we are dealing with is the person that is holding the steering wheel of the country. He continues, even up to now, to desecrate our constitution. And that's why I'm saying, let's get rid of him. Then we can sit down as a coalition and figure out what is the best way forward for this country.